Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about female gametophyte. So in the previous class we learned about that from the megaspore mother cell after mitotic division it will produce megaspore tetrad, and out of these megaspore tetrad only one is functional, rest of the three will degenerate, and only the functional megaspore will develop into the female gametophyte that we also call the embryo sac. Now, this method of embryo sac formation from a single megaspore is termed as monosporic development. Means, whenever the megaspore mother cell will do the mitotic division, it will produce megaspore tetrad. Out of these four, three will degenerate and only one will develop the female gametophyte or embryo sac, and this type of development is known as the monosporic development. Now, what will be the ploidy of the cell of the nucellus, MMC, the functional megaspore, and the female gametophyte? Nucellus, microspore mother cell, and megaspore mother cell are the part of sporophyte, and all sporophyte are always diploid. That is why the structure or the ploidy will be 2n. While the female gametophyte are the part of gametophyte and its ploidy is n. Now, formation of the embryo sac. The nucleus of the functional megaspore divide mitotically to form two nuclei which moves to the opposite pole, forming the two nucleate embryo sac. The two more sequential mitotic nuclear division result in the formation of 4 nucleate and the later 8 nucleate stage of the embryo sac. That means whatever the functional megaspore is there, in its nucleus first mitotic division will occur, and by this two nucleated cell structure will form, and each nucleus will move to its poles, opposite poles, and after that two again sequential division in nucleus will occur, and due to that 8 nucleated state will form and it will form the embryo sac. So in this diagram we can easily see, first of all, in megaspore first nuclear mitotic division will occur, and due to that two nuclei will form and they will move toward their poles, and after that again two sequential mitotic division will occur, and after that 8 nucleated state will form, and from each 4 nuclei one will move at the center and rest of the 3 will be on the each pole. Now it is interesting to note that the mitotic division are strictly free nuclear. That means after the nuclear division no cell wall formation occur. Normally what happen, whenever the mitotic division occur, first of all the cell will divide and after that the cell wall formation occur. But in this case only nuclear division are occur, there is no cell wall formation at that time, and after 8 nucleated state the cell wall will form and it will organize and form the typical female gametophyte or embryo sac. Now out of 6 from the 8 nuclei are surrounded by the cell wall and organized into cell, and the remaining 2 nuclei called the polar nuclei situated below the egg apparatus in the large central cell. That means out of 6 from the 8, 6 will be formed the cell and remaining 2 nuclei will be remain at the center that we call the polar nuclei. It will form the central cell like this. So in this diagram we can easily see the upper portion, which is the Chalazar portion. It contains 3 cells that we call the antipodal cell, and at the lower side it contains 3 cells in which one is egg cell and 2 is synergid cell. The synergid cell is quite thicker in the micropylar lesion, and that thickening portion is known as the filiform apparatus that help in the direction for the microspore or the pollen tube. At the center we have 2 nuclei that we call the polar nuclei, and it is present in the central cell. So the distribution of cell within the embryo sac is like that. The 3 cell is grouped together at the micropylar end and constitutes the egg apparatus. The egg apparatus in turn consists of 2 synergid and 1 egg cell. Now the synergid have the special cellular thickening at the micropylar tip called the filiform apparatus that I told you before, which plays an important role in the guiding the pollen tube into the synergid. So it will guide the pollen tube that in which direction it has to move. Now three cells are at the chalazal end and are called the antipodals. The large center cell, as mentioned earlier, has a two polar nuclei. So three at the one top or the chalazal region, that is antipodal, and three in the micropylar region, in which two is synergid and one is egg cell, and at the center, which is the center cell, contains the two nuclei. Now thus a typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity, it contains 8 nucleus and 7 cell. So it will be 8 nucleated and 7 cell structure. It is a characteristic feature of any angiosperm embryo, like this. So at the top we have the antipodal cell, 3 antipodal cell at the chalazal region, and at the bottom part that we call the micropylar, it contains the 2 synergid and 1 egg apparatus. The synergid is thickened at the bottom that we call the filiform apparatus, and at the center we have the center cell that contains 2 polar nuclei cells. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much.